But you've basically been with AEW since the beginning, since right after you left WWE, about a year and a half ago, back in March of last year. With the broadcast team, you were a part of that premier pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. I was there in Vegas last year, and it was amazing an event. The broadcast team has gone through some changes. You guys have really found your rhythm in the last number of months. You, Tony, Excalibur, making for a great commentary team. Since your start with AEW, how would you grade yourself on AEW commentary, and how do you feel that social media being so prevalent today has kind of changed the instant reaction that you receive compared to maybe like 20, 25 years ago?
Well, it's a stark reality. It's kind of a wake-up call for some of us. We all have to remember, Graham, that that's just people exercising an opinion. Mm-hmm. They have a right to their opinion. My issue, if any, would be that sometimes we seek out these half-full glasses, or half-empty glasses, rather, than the half-full glasses. And so it's a somewhat cynical, defiant culture. So I'd probably give myself a B. I got room to improve without a doubt. We started out with a new crew, new cameramen, new people in the truck, everything new. It started out with 3 guys in the broadcast booth that had never worked together before. That takes time to build the chemistry. The good news is I think that we've advanced that trio in a positive way. And a lot of that's just simply because of the talent of Tony Schiavone and Excalibur, and the fact that we all 3 get along. We don't have agendas. Mm-hmm. We're team players. We like working with each other. You can tell by our broadcast that we're having fun. And we're not being dominated by overproducing or telling us what to say. We're allowed to create our own content, and I love that. I think since I've been with AEW since their first broadcast, I think maybe until today, I think I may have heard in my headset from Tony Khan, maybe, and he's on headset. Mm. I may have heard from him 4 or 5 times since October, and that's basically to say, hey, we changed this, or be sure you mention that. He's never told me what to say or what not to say. So that allows me to be creative, and so for better or for worse, that's kind of where we all are. But I have a great time with those guys. Excalibur's got a great mind. He's really familiar with a lot of the young talents, the Orange Cassidys, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, all these kids that I was not familiar with. He had them at PWG, and so he's familiar with these guys. So I'm learning from Excalibur about that. Plus, he's a great student of different disciplines, different styles, like Japanese, like the Mexican style. He's really good in that regard. And of course, Tony comes in, the veteran, who I just dearly love working with. He's just such a good human being. He's been a good friend of mine since the late 80s. And I worked hard to create, I think, hey, we can use Tony Schiavone. He's available. He's back there in Atlanta. Conrad Thompson has rejuvenated Tony's career with his podcast, much like Conrad has done with my podcast on Thursdays, Girl and JR. So he was ready. And so there's so many things that Tony can do. He can wear a lot of different hats. And we need that with a little team. Tony can do a studio show, can do play-by-play, can do color, he can do interviews. Tony can do anything with a microphone in his hand. So we got a good team but we need to get better, and that's our goal, to get better every time we're out there. And I thought we were just coming into our own when this damn virus slapped everybody in the face. Mm-hmm. But sooner than later, Lord willing, we're going to get through this, and hopefully we'll be back to business as usual sooner than later.